Hi, this is a Turtle King here, bringing you another gaming video today. So today we're looking at Katamari Damacy. Now, why are we playing Katamari Damacy on a hardcore gamer channel? Because fuck you, because I want to, that's why. But all joking aside, sometimes it's nice to play something simple as a decompressor. And this game is basically full of charm. It's full of music, and it's absolutely delightful. And that's the main thing that's going for Katamari Damacy, is there's a very weird-looking king up here. And if you actually take the time to read the text, it's actually kind of hilarious, just the way that, you know, the king talks to the prince and how they're kind of weird aliens. So, yeah, if you don't know what Katamari Damacy is, it was basically a GameCube game originally, sort of peak creativity age, like a lot of things. Roll up as many flowers as you can in 5 minutes. So yeah, Katamari Damacy is a game where you roll a big ball around. That's basically it. I'm not going to overcomplicate the gameplay, because it's exceptionally simple in terms of what it does. But similar to how cleaning your room or cleaning your house makes you feel better, Katamari Damacy has that same sort of cathartic value, where it makes you feel exceptionally, it's calming to essentially, it's calming to essentially, you know, basically roll around and collect things for your ball. In this case, we're collecting flowers. Usually you just collect random junk and make your ball bigger. And in this instance, we're getting this nice, like, faux French music playing as we collect flowers, and it's just kind of delightful. Flowers are so pretty. This is this game in a nutshell. It's just random weirdness as you roll a ball around. That's the game. I would tell you there's more to it, but I'd be lying to you. You roll a ball around, and you collect junk for your ball. And sometimes you'll roll up a deer, or like a little animal, or just like random stuff for fun. Yeah, so you're just trying to make a giant flower bar in this mission. Yeah, isn't that delightful? If you weren't around during the PS2 GameCube era, that was essentially just peak creativity. It's just like game developers were willing to just try weird stuff. What happens if a space alien rolled a giant ball around and collected animals and people and got bigger and bigger as it collected stuff? That's Katamari Damacy in a nutshell. It's just peak GameCube creativity, and that weird era in the 2000s when you could essentially make any game you wanted to, for any reason you wanted to. There weren't like $1 million budgets for games. Well, $1 million isn't much to design a game. I'm talking like $100 million now to design and develop a video game. Back then, the budgets weren't as high, so you could try weird stuff just for the fun of it, really. No rhyme or reason to it. So, like, who is yodeling and why are they yodeling? I don't know. I probably rolled up a yodeler in my ball. But yeah, it's just relaxing. It's just a chill thing. You roll a ball around, you collect stuff, and then that's the entire video game, right? Now I say that, and it would be really funny if I failed this mission of flower collecting with my hardcore gamer credentials. Oh, we got bigger. Yep, so we're just a big ball of flowers rolling around. A little green dude rolling around a big ball. That's the entire point of this game. And you know what? Sometimes I actually kind of miss the simplicity that was gaming back in the day. Is obviously games have gotten bigger budgets, they've gotten more complicated. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 4 Remake recently, and like the thing that they thought that would make that game better is they added a parry mechanic. Oh, 1 minute left. They added a parry mechanic to the game, and you're like, yeah, but like Resident Evil 4 was already a good game. It was also a GameCube game that was one of the best games ever made. And they added a parry mechanic to it. And yeah, it's a pretty cool parry mechanic, but it's just more and more and more is what defines a video game. It's just layers upon layers upon layers. When in my mind, sometimes simplicity is best. You know, there's a certain elegance to just, you know, having a video game be this very, very simple thing that is enjoyable to play. I don't know how many flowers I'm supposed to collect, but it seems like I've collected quite a few. Yeah, so again, the king shoots out rainbows, you build a giant ball made out of flowers or random junk you collect in a room. Why are you doing it? Because it's fun. And that is like the entire, you know... Got a big ball of flowers. And then he takes that big ball of flowers and then he throws it into the solar system, essentially. So yep, he just pops it up into the cosmos, and that's Katamari. Like, if you haven't played this game, it's weird, and it's fantastic, and honestly, it could only really be a product of that very special time in game development in the early 21st century, where you could essentially try anything and do anything just for fun. Like, what is this cutscene that I'm looking at? Like, I don't know. But it's delightful. It's just so weird. it's like another level of weirdness. Yeah, so again, Katamari Damacy is awesome. Like, there's very little bad I can say about it. Yep, it is absolutely delightful. Just like that age of peak creativity during the GameCube era, it'll never be captured again, to be honest. Yeah. So again, this is the entire game, is you just roll around levels that are very simplistic. You collect random junk to make your Katamari bigger. Now, I think it's really the soundtrack that makes this game. It's like the random J tunes is very interesting. Yeah, the soundtrack is so relaxing, I can't even explain it. Which is good, because in a game where, you know, you're rolling a giant ball around collecting random junk, you don't want to be stressed out doing that. That's not the kind of vibe you should be going for. So again, I wonder how many people are on this channel that just kind of weren't around for the early 2000 era of gaming, but like some of the best stuff ever came out during that time. It's just objectively true. And yeah, and obviously as you get bigger, you can collect bigger stuff. Eventually, we'll be able to roll up these rabbits if we want to. And it's just kind of funny to be the small guy and then roll up the big things later. Like, you know, I think we're a little small for those iguanas yet, but we could probably get some squirrels if we wanted to. You know, eventually we'll be able to roll up the cat if we want to. It's just fun to start small, get bigger, and then roll up kind of ludicrous things like animals and people and things of that nature. Try to grab some of these pigeons. Oh, too slow. Oh, okay, well, we got through that level pretty fast. But yeah, I think each level has its own little kind of, its own theme song, and they're all pretty low vibe type of things. So, you know, if you're feeling low energy and you just want something easy to play, you really can't do wrong with Katamari. I think we'll do one more level just to show off, but, yeah, it's hard to imagine that in the same, say, 2000 to 2010, that we got something like this and Luigi's Mansion, but then we also got amazing games like Days X. You know, some of the best JRPGs ever made. Sorry, the best RPGs ever made. What a time of creativity. You know, year 2000 to 2010. Just so much creativity during that time. And now we're in 2020, and genuine creativity is hard to come by. Like, I literally have to, like, talk to my content team about not using AI to write all our content. So it just gives you a sense of, like, whoa, man, we had this age of creativity overflow, and then now it's, like, a little bit harder to find that same inspiration, right? People just want to do shortcuts and things like that. And the other thing that's big I'm seeing now is AI video. So people don't want to make their own videos anymore. They just want to use AI to essentially take all the stuff that we've already done, slap it together, and call it something new. And you know, it strikes me as exceptionally lazy. As a creative person myself, before I was in management, I was a creative person. That was kind of my background. I don't even know what I'm doing now. Is this like another minigame? There's a weird minigame. So I talked to a dog and I got a random minigame. Like that's Katamari Damacy. That strange game. And there are some, like, iterations on the theme. So, like, you're not always just collecting random junk and trying to get bigger. You saw the one with the flowers. In this case, I appear to be on fire. So instead of trying to collect random junk this time, we're just trying to get our fireball over to that place in 6 minutes. Presumably, we don't go through the water, if I had to guess, right? Oh, it seems like rolling things is a bad call here, because, like, isn't that just going to put out the fire? So yeah, I'm probably trying to avoid the obstacles in this case instead of roll them up, like you usually do. Oh, see, I lost. Oh, okay, so you do have to keep rolling things out. Oh yeah, when you lose, yeah, your king shoots lasers at you, which is hilarious. This goes way beyond simple disappointment. Like, all of a sudden it turns super harsh and your god king is, like, raining lasers down on you. Think about it, the prince extinguished the flames of their hope. It's so melodramatic. Oh yeah. Oh, programming. From our eyes are these laser beams. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, I love how when you lose that your god king, as it were, just starts shooting laser beams and like shit gets real all of a sudden. It's part of the charm. This is such a delightful game. But if you do lose these fun little games, then you're all of a sudden, you know, you realize that this is like a Dragon Ball Z situation all of a sudden. That's it for Katamari Damacy. Again, I just wanted to play something sort of lower budget and fun. You know, I think if Katamari Damacy was released today, we'd call it an indie game. But at the time, it was just a video game that you would pick up at Blockbuster. And it was awesome. This is Eternal King, signing out.